Welcome to Legacy Coins, and right now, before you do anything else, I need you to check your wallet, check your car, check every single coin jar in your house, because what we are about to reveal today could be the most important 25 seconds of your financial life. If you think rare coins are all locked in museums, think again, because the coin we're talking about right now is a quarter. Just a quarter, the kind you use for parking meters and vending machines and laundry. And yet, this particular quarter, this 2019 American Memorial Park quarter dollar, has been valued by serious numismatic experts and elite private collectors at a figure so staggering, so completely divorced from its face value of 25 cents, that it has left even the most seasoned coin dealers struggling to find words. We're talking about $40 million. $40 million for a quarter that was minted just a few years ago, that circulated freely through American commerce, that could right now be sitting in a pile of change on your kitchen counter waiting to be discovered. And if you think that number is the most shocking thing you're going to hear today, then you need to stay with us until the very end of this video, because we have another coin coming up later, a coin so jaw-droppingly valuable, so historically explosive, that it makes even this $40 million quarter look like the opening act. We're not going to tell you its value just yet, but trust us when we say you will not want to miss it. Now, let's talk about the coin that started it all. The 2019 American Memorial Park quarter is part of one of the most beloved and celebrated coin series in modern American numismatic history, the Beautiful Quarters program. Launched in 2010 by the United States Mint, this ambitious program was designed to honor the natural beauty and historical significance of America's national parks, monuments, forests, and other federally protected sites. Each year, 5 new quarter designs were released, each one featuring a different site from a different state or territory, and the program was scheduled to run through 2021, ultimately producing 56 unique designs representing all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and 5 U.S. territories. It was, by any measure, one of the most ambitious and artistically rich coin programs in the history of American currency, and it produced along the way some of the most breathtaking and collectible quarter designs ever to emerge from the United States Mint. The 2019 American Memorial Park quarter holds a particularly special place within this program because it represents not just a beautiful piece of American landscape art, but a profound piece of American territorial history. The story of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands and the sacred ground that serves as its most hallowed memorial. American Memorial Park, located on the island of Saipan in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, is a site of extraordinary historical and emotional significance. Established in 1978 and administered by the National Park Service, the park was created to honor the American and Marianas people who lost their lives during the World War II campaign for Saipan in 1944, one of the most ferocious and strategically critical battles of the Pacific Theater. The Battle of Saipan, fought between June and July of 1944, was a turning point in the Pacific War, bringing American forces close enough to the Japanese mainland to launch the B-29 bombing campaigns that would ultimately hasten the end of the conflict. The human cost was devastating on all sides. Thousands of American soldiers, Japanese defenders, and Marianas civilians perished in the fighting, and the Memorial Park stands as a permanent testament to their sacrifice. The coin's reverse design, crafted with extraordinary artistic care, captures the spirit of this memorial. American and Marianas flags flying together, a field of memorial crosses in the background, and the vast Pacific horizon beyond. It is a design of quiet, powerful dignity, and it carries within its imagery the weight of an entire chapter of world history. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P mint mark on the obverse of the coin, produced the 2019 American Memorial Park quarter in substantial numbers. Philadelphia has been one of the cornerstone facilities of American coin production since 1792, and by 2019, it was operating with the full force of modern minting technology. The standard production run of the 2019 P American Memorial Park quarter ran into the hundreds of millions, and the vast majority of these coins entered circulation without incident, passing through cash registers and coin jars and vending machines across the country in complete numismatic anonymity. But within that vast production run, the conditions existed for something extraordinary, something that the Mint's quality control systems, despite their sophistication, could not entirely prevent. Because no matter how advanced the technology, no matter how rigorous the oversight, the sheer volume of coins produced by the United States Mint creates a statistical certainty that errors will occur, and the errors that attach themselves to coins of historical and artistic significance like the 2019 P American Memorial Park quarter are the errors that collectors will pursue across decades and across continents. The error types that elevate a 2019 P American Memorial Park quarter from face value to $40 million territory are the stuff of numismatic legend. Consider first the possibility of a dramatic double die obverse, where the portrait of George Washington, the date 2019, the mint mark P, and the inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" all show powerful, unmistakable doubling under magnification, the result of a misaligned hub impression during the die creation process. A double die of this magnitude on a quarter is already a significant find, one that would excite any experienced collector. But the truly extraordinary specimens that command life-changing valuations are those where multiple errors compound upon each other in a single coin. Imagine a 2019 P American Memorial Park quarter struck dramatically off-center, perhaps 30 or 40% off-center, so that the design is visibly shifted toward one edge of the coin, leaving a broad crescent of blank planchet metal on the opposite side. Now add to that a broad strike error, where the collar die that normally contains the coin's edges and maintains its circular shape was absent during striking, causing the coin to spread outward beyond its normal diameter into an irregular, flattened shape. And then imagine that this coin, with its off-center broad strike, also carries a dramatic die cap impression on the reverse, where a previously struck coin became lodged on the reverse die and transferred its impression onto this coin's reverse, creating a ghostly, mirrored image overlaid on the American Memorial Park design. A coin carrying all three of these errors simultaneously, certified and graded by PCGS or NGC in mint state condition, would be an object of almost indescribable numismatic rarity. The kind of coin that surfaces once in a generation, that gets written about in every major numismatic publication, and that command a price that defies ordinary financial logic. The grand finale is about to begin, and you do not want to miss a single word of it. Next, 2021 D quarter dollar. And if the story of the 2019 P American Memorial Park quarter had your heart racing, then you need to take a deep breath right now, because what we are about to reveal is the kind of numismatic truth that rewrites everything you thought you knew about the coins in your everyday life. This is the coin that proves even pocket change can rewrite your life. We are talking about a 2021 D quarter dollar, a coin struck at the Denver Mint in the final year of one of the most celebrated coin programs in American history, a coin that carries on its surface the artistic legacy of an entire decade of stunning design, a coin that to the untrained looks like nothing more than ordinary pocket change, and yet, in its most extraordinary, most perfectly preserved, most magnificently error-laden form, this 2021 D quarter dollar has been valued by elite, numismatic experts, and the most serious private collectors in the world at $44 million. $44 million for a quarter that was minted just a few years ago, that passed through American cash registers and coin jars and vending machines, that could be sitting in your home right at this very moment, completely unrecognized, completely unappreciated, silently waiting for the one person with the knowledge and the presence of mind to see it for what it truly is. This is that moment. This is your moment. And by the time this script is finished, you will know exactly what to look for, exactly what to do, and exactly why this coin represents one of the last great undiscovered fortunes hiding in plain sight in modern American numismatics. To understand why the 2021 D quarter dollar commands such a breathtaking valuation, you have to first understand the extraordinary context in which it was born. The year 2021 was the final year of the Beautiful Quarters program, the magnificent 11-year journey through America's most treasured natural and historical sites that had begun in 2010 and had produced 51 unique reverse designs celebrating the landscapes, monuments, and sacred grounds that define the American national identity. The program was ending, and the United States Mint knew it. There was an awareness felt throughout the minting community, the collecting community, and even among casual observers, that 2021 represented a closing chapter, a final curtain, a last opportunity to hold in your hand a brand new America, the beautiful quarter fresh from the press. That awareness gave every 2021 quarter a weight of historical significance that went far beyond its metal composition and its 25-cent face value. These were farewell coins. These were coins that marked the end of an era. And the Denver Mint, that legendary facility nestled at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, stamping its proud D Mint mark on hundreds of millions of coins every year since 1906, was fully engaged in producing these final America, the beautiful quarters with all the power and precision it could bring to bear. The Denver Mint's history is itself a story of extraordinary American ambition. Established originally as an assay office in 1863 during the great Colorado silver and gold rushes, the Denver facility evolved over decades into one of the most productive and technologically sophisticated coin-producing operations in the world. By 2021, the Denver Mint was capable of striking millions of coins per day using computerized die alignment systems, automated quality control cameras, and precision planchet feeding mechanisms that represented the absolute cutting edge of minting technology. And yet, and this is the beautiful, humbling, endlessly fascinating truth about coin production at any scale, even the most advanced minting technology in the world cannot entirely eliminate the possibility of error. The sheer volume of production, the mechanical complexity of the striking process, the inevitable wear and degradation of dies and feeding mechanisms over time. All of these factors combine to create a statistical environment in which errors not only can occur, but must occur. The question is never whether errors will happen at the Denver Mint. The question is always which errors will slip past quality control and enter circulation, and what those errors will ultimately be worth to the collectors who find them. The 2021 D quarter dollar exists at the intersection of historical significance and numismatic rarity in a way that makes it uniquely, almost uniquely, compelling to serious collectors. Because 2021 was the final year of the America the Beautiful program. Any error coin from this year carries an additional layer of desirability. It is not merely a mint error, it is a mint error on a farewell coin, a coin that marks the end of a beloved series, a coin that will never be replicated because the program that produced it no longer exists. Collectors understand this dynamic intuitively. They understand that the last coins of any major program carry a premium that goes beyond their physical characteristics because they represent a moment of closure, a piece of history that is definitively, permanently finished. The 2021 D quarter dollar in its standard form is already a coin that serious collectors want to own. In its extraordinary error form, it becomes something else entirely, something that transcends the ordinary categories of numismatic value and enters the realm of irreplaceable historical artifact. Now let us talk about the specific errors that transform a standard 2021 D quarter dollar into a $44 million treasure. The most dramatic and valuable error type in the world of modern quarter collecting is the transitional error, a coin struck on a planchet that was intended for a completely different denomination or composition. In 2021, the United States Mint was simultaneously producing quarters, dimes, nickels, and cents, and the massive scale of this simultaneous production created conditions under which planchet mix-ups, while extraordinarily rare, were not impossible. A 2021 D quarter design struck on a dime planchet, smaller, thinner, composed of a different copper nickel-clad sandwich, would produce a coin of startling visual impact, where the quarter's design is compressed and distorted by the smaller planchet diameter, creating a coin that is immediately, obviously, dramatically wrong in a way that even a non-collector would recognize as extraordinary. The weight would be completely different. A dime planchet weighs approximately 2.27 grams compared to a quarter standard 5.67 grams. And this weight difference alone, detectable with any basic digital scale, will be the first signal that something remarkable had occurred during the minting process. But wrong planchet errors, as spectacular as they are, represent only one category of the extraordinary errors that can elevate a 2021 D quarter to legendary status. Consider the dramatic double die reverse, where the reverse design of the coin, whether it bears on the final America the Beautiful Park designs or the new Washington crossing the Delaware reverse that was introduced for some 2021 quarters, shows powerful, unmistakable doubling of every design element under magnification. The trees, the water, the figures, the inscriptions, all doubled, all ghosted, all shifted in that characteristic way that tells an experienced numismatist immediately that something went profoundly, gloriously wrong during the die hubbing process. A double die reverse on a 2021 D quarter, graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, would be a coin of extraordinary importance. But combine that double die reverse with an off-center strike of 25% or more, And you now have a compound error coin of a magnitude that the numismatic world encounters perhaps once in a decade.